Eric Adams is going to be a worse mayor than Bill de Blasio. Hi, I'm Sammy Gonzalez with Political Truth. That's my prediction, that Eric Adams is going to be a worse mayor than Bill de Blasio because he's coming in with a lot of high expectations. And those expectations have come crashing to the ground within the first week of his administration. And right now, Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg is catching a lot of heat in all facets of the media. But Eric Adams really is the man who deserves to get the lion's share of scrutiny. Because one thing that Alvin Bragg did while he ran, he said exactly what he was going to do. He's not doing anything different than what he ran on, okay? Just that the radicals that came out and voted in this low turnout election voted for him. Eric Adams, on the other hand, promised something very different, and he's not delivering on his promise, namely to clean up crime in New York City. And the reason why I say that is because he hasn't repudiated what Alvin Bragg, Manhattan DA, had to say when he claims in a memo that he's not going to prosecute crime, or he's going to downgrade felonies into misdemeanors. He doesn't believe in incarceration. He's of the progressive mindset that believes black people, Latinos, people of color should not be arrested, period, because it's a racist act to do so, because we live in an unfair, racist, institutional, racist society. That's the mentality, all right, of the progressive woke. Eric Adams agrees with that. But when he ran for mayor, he ran against that. He actually fought with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and actually came out against positions that she took. But now, after being elected, the fact that Eric Adams is so quiet about Alvin Bragg shows what he really is and what I predicted from jump. That's what Eric Adams is. Eric Adams is that kind of politician. Puts his finger up in the air and see how the wind's blowing. That's Eric Adams. He has no core convictions. I'll give you another example. In New York State, they passed a law allowing non-citizens to vote, right? Eric Adams was against that while he ran, or gave out signals that he's against it. All of a sudden, now that he's mayor, he talks to a couple of colleagues that convinced him that, hey, you know what, it's going to be okay. And Eric Adams is okay with it, didn't try to stop it. Showing that Eric Adams has no core convictions, none. He's that's what an empty suit means. It means that he has no core convictions. It's whatever's popular, that's Eric Adams, all right? Fake plastic. I always said that about Eric Adams. He's a fake plastic man. And I would say it to his face if I ever came across his face. You see my face, Eric? You come across me, you're Mr. Plastic. So right now, Alvin Bragg is getting a lot of heat. But Eric Adams is getting very little. But you know what? The spotlight needs to go back to Eric Adams because he's the mayor of New York, all right? We're just talking about one DA of one borough. A very crucial borough, Manhattan. Okay? When people come from all over the world or all over the country to come see New York, hey, they're staying in Manhattan. Not now, because it's so very unsafe. Okay? So the focus needs to go back on Eric Adams, who I predict, because of the high expectations of what he ran on, the disappointment that really hasn't hit people yet. It's already hit me. People are going to catch up to me, all right? And they're going to realize 4 months, whatever down the line, they're going to say, damn, Eric Adams is just as bad as de Blasio. And yes, he's just as bad because he's the same guy who gave Bill de Blasio a B- after 8 years of being mayor. Eric Adams gave Bill de Blasio a B-. And if that's your evaluation of how bad Bill de Blasio was, that tells me that you suck worse. and that's going to be Eric Adams. I mean, look, there's so much stuff to talk about, okay? But I just want to keep this one video set that, you know what? You really need to pay attention to Eric Adams, because Alvin Bragg is getting a lot of heat, but that heat really should go back on the mayor, who came in with a lot of promises to people of what he was going to do. And I don't see anything yet. If anything, I think maybe the new police commissioner, Keon Sewell, whatever, may have a better grasp on what needs to be done. But you know what? She's basically powerless, especially when you have when you have someone else above her, a deputy mayor level, that I think she's going to report to. I don't think she's going to report to Eric Adams at all. All right, so you need to watch that. And she is set up for failure. Okay, Keon Sewell, whatever her name is, she is set up for failure. And you know what? It's not going to be her fault. Anything that goes wrong in this city from this point forward falls on Eric Adams' desk. On his desk. Whatever goes on forward, blame him or blame the socialist city council or the legislature up in Albany. New York is a one-party state, and what do we have as a result? They're allowing non-citizens to vote in New York City, and that's going to come back to haunt Democrats too, because now there's a bigger reason for voter ID, especially here in New York City. Because if you're allowing non-citizens to vote, then showing a driver's license is not even good enough to show as an ID. There has to be other ID. They either got to come in with their naturalization card, or they're going to come in with their green card to show they can vote. Okay, not even a driver's license is not going to be good enough, because in New York State they're allowing illegals driving privileges. So now we really need voter ID in New York City, and that's what the argument needs to be. There has to be a distinction. We need to know that this person is a citizen, this person is a resident alien, and this person is illegal. He can't vote. That's why we need that, and that's going to be the next step forward. I'm sure Eric Adams is going to screw that up too. But hey, enough of that. There's plenty of time for that later. Hey, if you like this video, hit the like, subscribe, add, tell others about me. Catch you next time.